So the next topic that we're going to talk about in this module is called commitment and consistency. This can be a difficult topic to really get your head around and to understand, but hopefully with the video I will try and give you some good examples to help you understand the process. So as animals and as people, we often like to stick with and stay consistent with views that we have publicly put out to the world in a way to stay aligned with what we've said and who we wish to be as a person. Often most products have some sort of value offer, that it could be that it improves safety, it improves performance, it gives you nourishment, it's a nice drink, whatever your product or service is. Often there is an angle that we like to push or promote, which will help convince the buyer to buy the product. The example we give in the book is actually to do with safety. So as part of someone's sales script, if you go in and speak to a salesperson about a particular product, they will often start by asking you some questions to both qualify you and understand you as a buyer. But if they're a good salesperson, what they often will do is listen to what you say and play that back to you in a way to steer you around a certain direction to hopefully get you to buy the product. Commitment and consistency is staying aligned and staying true to statements that we have made in the past, that actually then as people we often don't want to change our mind, even if it starts to take us on a path which we might not be comfortable with. So as a prime example, and it's the one that we use in the book, is that imagine at a trade show, my background is in engineering, there's a salesman that sells safety equipment. He might say to a potential buyer, "Sir, is safety important to your team?" The manager or the person from the company, of course safety is important. That's the most important thing to any business. And then what the salesperson can do if they're good is through listening to that and listening to the person, they can then say to them, "Well, sir, I hear what you've said, that safety is important. Our product can help improve safety, therefore I think you should buy it." What that then does, it puts the manager, the business person in a difficult position, because they've said that they want to improve safety. This person has a product that does improve safety, that then you can see how the two are aligned, that person will feel more compelled to buy the product than if they hadn't made that statement which they wish to stay consistent with. And actually it's that which we're looking to do in terms of commitment and consistency. One of the things actually from this course, there's a lady called Catherine who has a fabulous product called a care cot, and that is there to improve child safety when they're in their childhood cot. And one of the things that we did when looking and going through this module was actually, as part of their sales process, she could ask parents, "Is child safety important to you?" And there is not a parent in the world that is not going to say that safety of their child is the most important thing to them. But then actually, if you can buy her product, which will genuinely help improve the safety of your child and help them sleep safer at night, that's a big sales message. But through actually asking the question of the buyer and getting their statement to say that yes, child safety and the safety of their children is the most important thing in the world, what you've done is that you've taken them further down the buying process, that they're a lot more likely to buy the product, because you've asked them a question, they've made a statement, then with them wanting to stay aligned and consistent with that statement, that can then help you with your sales process. Especially in bigger companies when they have something called sales scripts. Often if someone rings you up on the phone and they try and give you a hard sell over the telephone, there's something called micro statements as well, and micro agreements, where people might ask you very small questions which seem meaningless, but then actually if you say yes, what they do is they walk you down a path to ask you bigger and bigger statements, which basically you don't want to change your mind. And what they can do is cleverly work you towards the same thing we said before, to get you almost committed to a product, even though you didn't mean to. And what you want to do is that if you ever have anyone pick up the phone and try and sell you something, and you can kind of tell that they're in a call center or they're reading off a script, those scripts are very cleverly written in a way to get these micro commitments, and using this technique of commitment and consistency to hopefully get you to buy their product. But actually just having a conscious awareness of these techniques will help you identify these when people try and use them against you. but also hopefully just give you the tools to use this really valuable technique in your own business, career, or service just in the right way. All of the things that we talk about in this module are really valuable tools that actually used together are extremely valuable. But actually, we want to stay on the right side of the ethical use of their use in a way that actually helps build trust with the customer. All of these things could be used negatively to pressure sell and do different things. So we don't want to do that. But actually, just in terms of sharing knowledge and things that we can incorporate within the module for within your business or career, it's really important to know. So later on, as we go through the rest of the topics in this module, we will touch on more different things. And actually, they all can be used together, especially as part of your bigger sales strategy. But the important thing is to be selective about what we use, when, and how, and just pick the tools which can have the biggest impact for you.